What in the world is baptism?
Down by the seaside, see the boats go sailing. Can the people hear? Oh.
There are a few times recorded in the Old Testament where cleansing through water was mentioned. These include the parting of the Red Sea, Noah and the ark, Jonah and the whale. We won't go into those today. The introduction of baptism as we know it today came with John. John and Jesus were cousins. Both were born through miraculous circumstances. John, born from a woman who had been childless and was too old to have children. And Jesus, born from a woman without the help of a man. John dressed strangely and ate a special diet which attracted attention to the task God had given him. He urged people to turn away from sin. He baptized them and prepared the way for Jesus. Is that why they called him John the Baptist? John baptized in the lake or a river. He would dip the person's head into the water and pull them out, symbolizing the washing of their sins away. This was the believer's way of showing everyone the commitment they had made internally. It was a step of courage while embarking on a new direction in life. Jesus' mission, among other things, was to bring a good new kingdom to the world. A kingdom based on following God's principles and people treating each other right. He brought life and understanding to the strict laws which had been introduced in the time of Moses. He brought freedom and relieved the suffering of people who were unable to perfectly follow those laws and were cowering under an oppressive government. We'll talk more about the kingdom and its relation to government in another episode. Regarding baptism, you can learn about what happened during Jesus' baptism in our episode, What Did Jesus Do? Today, our focus is on when, why, and how you should be baptized. Some churches encourage baptism of infants. This is the parents' way of saying we want our child to grow up in the faith. And if anything happens to them while they're young, we want to make sure they're counted as believers. In a similar way, other churches encourage parents to dedicate their children to God and ask the church to join them in raising them to follow God. This is a way of copying the way Hannah dedicated Samuel to the Lord after a lifetime of not being able to conceive a child. Neither of these are the same as a person choosing to be baptized after they've turned away from their old life and put their faith in God. Baptism is a way of showing everyone the transformation happening in the person inwardly, allowing their sins to be washed away and being made new. When should you be baptized? At the first opportunity after you decide to believe. Why? To help record your experience. Later on, when troubles come, some people begin to doubt their new life as believers. I recommend you record the date and time you first believed and be baptized at the first opportunity. Now, where will you get baptized and who will do it? For some, this is an easy question. If you're a churchgoer, you have a pastor or priest, and you can ask them about being baptized. They will likely ask you some questions about your faith to make sure you're not taking the experience lightly. If you don't have a church that encourages baptism, or if they make you wait too long, don't let that stop you. The Bible doesn't give strict instructions for baptism, but we can follow the examples there. There's no waiting period after placing trust in God. There's no rule about who can perform the baptism, although every instance in the Bible had a person more mature in the faith to perform the act. There are also no rules about how much water should be used, whether a lake, a bathtub, a swimming pool, or a baptistry in a church. Every baptism in the Bible involved complete submersion in water. Some churches will sprinkle water if the person prefers it. I'm not your authority, but I recommend you allow yourself to be submerged if you possibly can. Even if you're afraid of water, it's an act of trust. We have an episode on 7 things to do after you decide to believe and yield yourself to God. Baptism is one of those 7 things. Don't be afraid. Dive right in.
fully committed, alive, lay down. You can leave it all in the water. You can let it all be washed away. The old man is gone, the past